DegloireSpace signing in. I recently got an email about passport bros. Now, I've never heard this terminology in my life, actually. So basically the question was asking, is being a passport bro a weak move? And the person provided a link to another video online where this woman is talking about how passport bros are exploiting women overseas and they're trying to buy relationships. So they go to poorer countries. And then, that led me to, of course, watch a few videos about what passport bros is. For those who don't know, passport bros means that somebody travels out to date rather than date within their country. For some reason, they have checked out of women in their country. It seems to be that the Philippines is a very popular place for that. Thailand is another place. And so they go to these different countries. Those two are very popular for people from USA and maybe even some parts of Europe and Australia. They go there and they find themselves either a wife or a relationship. So this person was asking me, what do I think of that, and does that make a man weak? And they had the link to that video, which I do think is worth watching and playing parts of it. I won't do it in this video. Perhaps I'll make another video on the subject. So let's get into that. Firstly, as you know, on this channel, we don't like to say yes, no. That is probably the worst kind of approach to a question like this, because you are involved in this. You have your motivations and your intentions, and these need to be explored. I saw some videos where they basically said, if you're a man who does this, it means you just can't get girls or a relationship in your country, so you're doing that out of weakness. You're meant to not be in the dating pool. So that's what some videos were saying, while other videos, even by women, were saying we can totally understand the values that are in Western countries don't suit a lot of men, so the men are actively finding it somewhere else where women are more of the value that they want. Now, I personally disagree with both. The reason I do disagree with both is that they're treating dating and relationships like you're shopping. Oh, I don't like this product here, so I'm gonna go somewhere else and find that product. Well, if you do that, don't be upset if when you grab your product and then you go to another location, your product doesn't work anymore. You can't treat relationships like products. If you do, there are repercussions to that. Let's break down the question of passport bros. If you're doing it because you're upset at women in your country, I don't think that's that good of a reason. You shouldn't be upset. You should just be like, oh, it doesn't agree with me. That's fine. Notice that slight difference makes a huge difference in the end. I'm upset at women in my country because they're this, they're that. Man, you haven't met all the women. I keep getting rejected and I'm not wanted. Hold on, just relax. Take a breath and have a look at the situation. Bring it down in your mind so that you're not doing it out of reaction. Everything brings with it pros and cons. Now, let's just say that you're finding it difficult in your city to have a relationship. That is fine, but don't blame anyone for it. Don't even blame yourself. It's just situational, man. It's just circumstantial. That's it. Just take it easy. It could be that destiny wants you to travel. It could be that your own growth needs you to travel. See? It doesn't have to be about the women are bad, and your own life might want you to get to a certain part, and that's fine. That's beautiful. See, now when you're reaching out, if you do happen to travel, it's coming in for a good reason. Insecurity breeds insecurity. Let your drive, let your motivation be something constructive, something strong. Not, oh, everyone hates me here, I'm gonna go. No. Change the question so that it now suits you in a positive way for your growth. I'm unable to find a relationship here. Perhaps that means I need to go elsewhere. Perhaps part of who I am requires me to go out of my comfort zone. That's a much better way. It's the same thing as I can't find a job here. Life wants me to go out and find a job somewhere else. It wants me to mix. It wants me, that's it. You've been chosen for that. Now just rejigging the question like that makes a big difference. Do relationships with women overseas differ from women in your country? Not really when it comes down to the day-to-day. You still need to make sure that that woman is a good fit. Just because you go somewhere on a holiday to Thailand and a woman treats you well for a week, it doesn't mean that if you lived with her for a year, she's gonna treat you that well. It doesn't, they don't equate. If you were to go out on a date, even with a girl here in your own city, you might have amazing first 2-3 dates and then downhill from there. But there's no guarantee. So if the girl is in another country, don't just treat it like, oh, she's in another country, she must be good. There's no guarantee to that. You still need to get to know the person. You still need to have a look at how they treat you. Is she just asking for money? Does she actually care about you? Does she only reward you when you give her money? Like, how does the situation work? You can't be complaining about a type of woman that lives in your city and then go justify it somewhere else because it might work better for your currency. You're getting into a relationship here from the wrong reasons, okay? You need to be observant of these things because relationships between humans are multidimensional. Yes, people get into relationships because of stability, because of safety, and you have to make sure that that suits you or doesn't suit you. Another thing, do not become a passport bro. Don't. That label is a bad label. Rather, go explore your life, explore, experiment, find out, and get into a relationship that way, if relationship's what you're after. But to go out and say, I'm a passport bro, to throw a label on you, why would you do that? The problem is that label automatically comes with a mindset. Don't be checked out of people from your country. Rather, open your options, spread your horizons. Look at it like, hey, the world is my oyster. If I find a relationship here, good. If I don't, there's elsewhere. That's a good mentality. Like, for example, I love the stock market. If I don't find a good stock in the Australian stock market, hey, there's the American stock market, there's the European stock market. Open your options up, spread them. And you see that brings a different quality, not to the thing, but to you. You become somebody, hey, I am someone who is open to anything without becoming a sucker to it. And this is problem solving. Okay, I'm here, I've got a good mindset to me, I am dating around, it's not working out for me, or I can't even get a date. You know what? I happened to meet this girl on, I don't know, like Instagram or something like that. I met a girl on Instagram and she lives in Honolulu. And we get along very well. Whenever we talk, we're laughing. She asks me relevant questions. I ask her relevant. We always have effortless conversation. Hey, you are building a relationship, and that communication amounts to something. It's worth exploring that. Does it mean that nothing will go wrong later? No, you don't know that. Just like a relationship that's built in your own country, you don't know if that's gonna go south. You don't know that. There are people who get a marriage for 20, 30 years and then they divorce. You couldn't have predicted that. The important thing is that your motivation, your intention, your start was on the right foot. The right foot was, I'm in the right mindset. And while I'm in the right mindset, I found a girl that I connected with. And in finding that person, we effortlessly met. We effortlessly did this. It was enjoyable. If you happen to split apart, hey, I'm sorry, but one day you don't just split apart from other people. One day you're gonna split apart from your own self. Splitting apart isn't the sign of a bad relationship. Relationships have changed. Yes, back in the old days, people would have stayed together no matter what. But it wasn't because they wanted to, it was just the whole society behaved that way. And you could even argue that some people stayed and it was wrong to stay. Of course, now it's become the other extreme where people leave even when there is possibility of staying, and then they regret their choice later, or they just get into one bad problem after the next because they left prematurely. You know, they just thought this should have been a party every day, and then it wasn't a party every day, and then they were upset that it wasn't a party. You have to understand that works even when you get a woman from overseas. That is a possibility that you might be with her for a while, 10 years, 11 years, and then you split up. In the video that he sent me, there was a guy that had been with his partner for like a few years, and then he says she's been Americanized and that's why she left him. Maybe it's true. Maybe that this new culture affected her in such a way. Sometimes location, environment affects the way that we behave, affects we might get new standards, you know, like I live in Australia. If I was living in Dubai and everybody has a sports car, I might start looking at my own car and feel, hey, I'm not up to that standard. And I start feeling that I want to change, I deserve better. It can happen. Changing location comes with that risk. Human beings are human beings. And the last thing that I would like to address about passport bros, or that whole topic, is nothing takes the place of inner work. There is no magic pill or a shortcut or a hack that will take the place of you working on yourself. If you have an issue in your behavior towards others, just because you import somebody who needs you or somebody from overseas, it doesn't mean that you don't need to work on that anymore. You need to always be bettering your standards. You need to always be looking at yourself and reflecting and meditating on what you have. That doesn't change. It doesn't matter where you start that relationship. In the same way as it doesn't matter where you go. If you're running a business, you'll always need to update your business to whatever's happening. You will always need to do that. You can't be running your business on a 1950s model and thinking, why doesn't this work now? You always need to be upgrading yourself, and that won't change. Don't think that I'll find somebody and then that will be taken care of. They will accept me for who I am, no matter how I am. I need to do nothing. That's not gonna happen. So as always, do not rely on the outer to give you answers for things. Yes, keep your options open, keep yourself worldly and universal. It can work, but don't be like, I'm a passport bro, that's why I'm doing it. Do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for reactionary reasons. Stay dignified, keep improving on yourself, and prioritize that growth within. When you put a label on yourself, I'm a passport bro or not a passport bro, you become a sucker for all the things that it brings with it. The reactions and all that negativity that mindset might have. Rather, say, hey, I'm out to find positive people. I want to find somebody who I click well with. And if they happen to be in a different location, hey, we're in 2026 now. And that is a possibility now. Back in the 20s and 30s, that wasn't a possibility. And because of that, I don't think it's wrong. No matter what, keep yourself dignified. Don't try to buy a relationship, because whatever you begin the relationship with, that's what it becomes. That's, you've defined it. The reason she wants me is because I pay for her. I'm not saying don't pay for her. I'm just saying be aware of what you're doing. Nothing is a substitute to your awareness. DegloireSpace signing out.